Ciao. Alright, let's go. We're going to Quan 7 today. Everybody cutting. Grandma gonna cut, old man's gonna cut. We're not gonna talk about bad driving in Vietnam today. We've covered that topic enough. So we'll talk about other things today. The biggest thing is today, all the airlines here said that they are primed and ready for international travel. The soonest that's going to happen, and it's only going to include Japan, Korea, and Europe, is October 25th. And that's the soonest that they're going to allow international travel. So yeah, I almost promise you, you're not going to get here this year from America. We're talking next year. Because you got to realize this pandemic's a serious thing everywhere else. So this pandemic's, I don't know why school's out so early. Maybe half day or something. But yeah, I don't think you're going to get here this year if you're coming from America. There's just not going to be any flights. It's as simple as that. Man, traffic is nuts today. Lots of heavy traffic right now. My GPS is going crazy. Fast bike. Well, I don't really know where to go if my GPS is not working. Okay, go left. Left we go then. Five seconds. 1 second. I'll sneak in with this guy. Maybe somebody will hit him first. So yeah, we're gonna check out Quan 7. I think that's where I go to my Loti Mart, so I already know a little of Quan 7. Everybody keeps telling me to move there. So we are gonna move when the lease is up. As much as I love the place we're at, you know, the plan is hopefully by January I'll be able to get into Seoul and Tokyo. So then I'll really be traveling a lot. So the need for that apartment won't be as prevalent. Maybe once we're financially fiscal again, we can move back to home. My plan is by January I should be able to make, you know, if the YouTube goes right, we'll stay at Min-Homes. If I can make $1,000 a month just off YouTube, that covers the rent. Get off your phone, dude. So yeah, if I can make $1,000 a month off YouTube, I'm good on that. I knew this dude was gonna turn. Butts. So yeah, if I can make $1,000 a month off YouTube by January, then we'll stay at Min-Homes. If I can just cover rent and then use whatever my furlough payments are in America, because sure the company, the two big companies I have contracts with will be reopened again, then that should be enough. I just want to have enough to cover just the rent every month from YouTube. So, and Patreon and all that stuff. You know, I'm thinking about doing a merch line of shirts just because, man, this guy's so gonna go. It just sucks. You can't drive normal here. You have to. I'm not like crazy like they are. I'm not gonna speed up and try to go in front of the taxi. I just don't see that as a good idea. But yeah, I was thinking about starting a merch, so doing some t-shirts, maybe some hats. And my sister can take care of that and ship it out in America, because I'm sure it'll mostly be Americans buying it. You guys gotta let me know what you think of that. I'm just trying to find multiple download revenues of income. I applied for a bunch of IT jobs here. We're making a CV for teaching. I don't want to teach full-time. I would teach part-time. Like the night class, a couple nights out of the week. Nothing too crazy. Some kind of MT. Not an MT. It's like the older one, I think. The 150 Yamaha though. But yeah, teach maybe, 2 or 3 days out of the week. I wouldn't mind doing that. For me, this is, YouTube's a full-time thing. I put out a video a day almost, or at least shoot a video a day. A lot of stuff doesn't get put out. If I don't like the video, I don't put it down. So as I'm getting better and better, I know what footage is good and what's not. Like the Tory show video with all the flicker, I almost didn't put it out. I sat on it for like 5 days. But overall, it's still a pretty good video. So yeah, I'm trying to put out all quality videos now. Like I shot a workout video. It wasn't that good. I don't think I'll post it. I might put it on the Patreons, but it's not the greatest of videos. So everybody wants to be in a hurry. Not this guy. No hurry, Chris, is what you can call me. So yeah, come up with multiple revenues of income. That's really the plan. Like, wow. I don't need to go fast when my daughter is with no helmet in front of me on my scooter. There's a lot of talk of reforms of driving. A lot of people are expressing the same thing I am about. It's really the cars and the trucks that are causing all the chaos, There's a big article on how, people don't get out of the way for ambulances, which is insane. They just don't care. There's a whole article on Vietnam Express, if you want to read it, where they talk about how, ambulance drivers, people almost die because they don't get out of the way and they can't get to the hospital fast enough. It's just, a lack of motor education and an ingrained driving. There would be massive slowdowns in traffic and huge traffic. There'd be traffic jams miles long if they didn't drive the way they did. So it's got its pros and it's got its cons. You almost have to have this style of driving here. Although he's not working right now though, which is good. And then you got the police that don't do anything. Somebody was on my last motovlog was like pulling out statistics. There's only this many accidents and this many people die. Hey dude, they don't report like 90% of accidents that happen here, or fatal injuries either. So your statistics are all wrong, man. If I personally see a motorbike crash almost every time I go out and drive, think about how many are happening. But like I said, we're not going to talk about, moto driving on this vlog. We're going to talk about other stuff. So yeah, I can almost promise you America is not getting into Vietnam this year. That's a real hard fact. My little muffler for my microphone broke. I caught it just in time. I watched the rubber band break. I don't think I bought an extra rubber band either. Might have to pull over and do some repairs because the wind noise will be really bad. So let me do that. I'm almost positive I didn't bring a rubber band. Stupid Chris. Obama's got the right idea, just cruise it out. I don't even know if I'll be able to get to Tokyo this year. Like, they're not going to do many flights when they do resume flight, and Japan still says they're not going to let people from Vietnam in. They just announced that yesterday, which makes zero sense. I think, you know, next year is going to be everything. I'm going to yell. I definitely need to fix this microphone. Try to get pulled over somewhere. That looks good. I foresee this taxi driver just going and absolutely not caring what's in front of him. Oh, yes, he did, of course. Stupid me, I should have changed the rubber band. Bro, fuck you, man. Gave me the evil look. Light's green for me, bro, not you. Oh, so this up here is a funeral. They drive around the body and they park it somewhere. Yeah, you can see the guys in the funeral. Somebody's dad or grandpa or grandma or mom died. Might be the end of it. They drive that thing around, take the body to the spots I think they used to enjoy to go, if I translated that correctly from when. This looks like a good spot to pull. See, rubber band broke. Wow. First things first, hide my keys. Somebody doesn't come and try to rob me. Okay, give me a few minutes. A few minutes later. Okay, several minutes later, are we recording? Take it off and check. I thought I heard the sound, but alright, we're good. Never be too sure. So if you watch Harold videos and you see, and you have a Sony X3000 and you see you can't tell he's filming, well, it's because of the same thing. He put a microphone piece of sponge on the front and you can't see the red light, so, and you want to make sure you're filming. Once you fucking think you're filming once and lose a bunch of footage because of that, you kind of never do it again. Alright, back to Quan 7 we go. I had to use the same rubber band. I ended up just tying it. So what I just did there is, you know, I looked both ways and shit, right? And I checked, made sure I had a nice little pocket. Vietnamese do not do that. They just go. And it's up to the person behind you to stop and let you in. It's part of the reason why you don't have slowdown in traffic flow. Guy driving backwards because he doesn't want to go, whatever, a half kilometer or 2 blocks and turn around and come around. That's a waste of time. Now, if a cop does see you do that, they usually will give you a ticket most of the time. Yeah, this is unfamiliar territory to me. I don't think I've ever been down here before. So we talked about the travel. So if you're here still, if you're an American watching me here now, which one? I think it's this one, yeah. So if you're an American here and you're worried about your visa stamp, because you know if you're on a 1-year visa, you're supposed to get re-stamped every 90 days. They've deferred everyone's stamping till the end of the month, and then you'll have to go and get your entry stamps validated. So that's the end of the month. You got to do that. I'm going to do a separate video on this, but it does sound like the laws are going to change on July 1st. No one can confirm it. We've asked all around. We've even asked the visa office. They don't know, like the actual government visa office. So, what's this guy doing? So, if I am planning to come here within the next year and I want to be here longer than 3 months, I don't think you'll be able to get in until around January. But I would go ahead and just get your 1-year visa, and even if you've only got 6 months left on it, that's a lot better than the way it's sounding. They're just going to do 1 month at a time now, so which is sucks. And then you'll have to be making visa runs and all that jazz. So yeah, I'd probably say get the 1-year tourist visa before you can. And I think that's going to, wow, this car almost just crushed people. Kids think it's funny when they almost get in an accident too. It's really bizarre, dude. I've had guys come at me on purpose the wrong way and then be laughing as they're driving directly at me and then swerve to the right. I think it was the funniest thing in the world, which makes almost no sense whatsoever. I think we're almost there. Oh, that guy's, he's fucking Isle of the Man. I think actually I've been here with Gerard. We went to a park here, I want to say. I can't remember. So far, this is nothing I like. It's a bit, no. I think I even looked at an apartment out here, but I was like, this is so far from everything. And there's so much construction going on at the apartment. Like, when I was in the elevator leaving, there was a British couple, and they're like, don't move here. The noise is insane. That's all I needed to hear. That's good people. That's good on you. When I lived in bad apartments in LA, and I'd see people going to rent, I'd be like, this place sucks, don't do it. Don't do it. Because you can't get out of a lease in LA. Like, your lease is your bond. If you try to get out of the lease, they'll just take your whole deposit and even try to charge you for the remaining months on it. Which is a stupid thing. Yep, I'm the slow guy in the back. Because guess what? Chris is in no hurry, guys. I'm not part of the whole, I need to get there now. The Grab drivers, I kind of get it. Some guys fishing. I'm trying to whip my head around slower now, too. So you don't get, like, sick. Yeah, I've been down here with Unky Gerard. We went to a park down here, if I remember right. I think District 7's a heavy Korean district. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong. Oh, here comes the car. And he's just going to do some weird maneuvers. There he comes. Will he come? I've bought some water today too, so I can drink some agua. My throat's real dry already. Because I have to talk loud because I don't have I don't have the proper camera set up yet. You know, it'll be a while till I can afford a GoPro and an external microphone and plug it in. We apparently have to take a left here, which doesn't look easy to do. It looks like I can take a left now. Yeah. Follow this guy. Police, just act like you don't see them. It's always your best bet with the police. Just act like they don't even exist. Don't look in their direction. They are 100% corrupt. all they do is collect a bribe. And big threatening words if you don't have enough money. So just avoid them at all costs. So you'll never see reform on the driving here. I can complain all I want, it's pointless. This is gonna be like this at least until the subway is fully done, like the entire line, and that brings in a lot of money then to the country. And then that's when you'll get change. You'll probably see what happened in like Shenzhen. Eventually they'll just get rid of motorbikes once everybody can afford a car, etc., etc. Me, I would take mass transportation if I could. I think I'm supposed to turn right. Looks like it. Oh, pretty. This ain't bad. It's pretty far away from everything. So this is a good school. Somebody was asking me about schools. I think Hero. This is the Cambridge. So yeah, they've got good schools here, man. Coffee shop. And they do an impromptu turnaround. Impromptu. I mean, this is a nice area. These apartments look nice. But I mean, this is really, the commute for Winnie would be like 40 minutes, 30. It would be like an hour and a half each day. I'm never a fan of cheaper rent for a huge commute. I did it so many times in my life and I regretted it every time. It's not worth the saving the $200 or $100. Hello Park. What's Hello Park? I can see what some people are talking about though. I can see why like D7 is kind of cool. Would I move here? No, absolutely not. This is way too far away from everything. Not my kind of vibe here. When I live in a big city, I want to be living in the city. I mean, if I wanted to not live in a city, I wouldn't live in its suburb. Where's this telling me to go? Fuck, I have no idea where I'm going. I gotta pull over a GPS, guys. Like I said, I get the appeal. I get why you would come live here. For me, it's just way too far away from everything. So we'll head back home. I'm sure there's more to D7 to see, but it doesn't particularly interest me. So I think this one will be, I don't know, 35, 40-minute vlog. Let's get some water. This is water, not 7-Up. I just don't have a water bottle. Ah, there we go, much better. Seems the commute's way shorter on the way back. What else can we talk about? So yeah, my plan for the channel is, it looks like I won't be able to get into Japan until January, but that's gonna be my first trip. I'm gonna start saving up money for that, and I'm gonna stay there real cheap. I'm gonna get like a tiny little Airbnb style apartment. Nice little open road, might as well. So many cops out today though. That's really confusing what it's asking me to do. Oh, I see. Go yeah, so the plan is to go to Tokyo for a month the first time, and then Seoul, and start really shooting other parts of Asia. Oh yeah, I got some other cool news. We're going to Honmon Island this weekend. So that'll be fun. Does it want me to go straight up? Yeah, I got a nice little pocket here. See, I can wait. Like, there's pockets here just like in anywhere else in the world where you drive. There's no need to get like all fussy and just cut someone off. Take a right up here. So yeah, we're going west about 6 hours to this island with this crystal clear water. Gonna do a bunch of snorkeling. I'll try to film it. You know, it'll be footage where I'll have to use music because there's no sound with the camera underwater because I don't have a GoPro. But yeah, prepare to see a bunch of content on an island to the west, 6 hours away. I'm pretty excited about it. Must be a bus stop here. Yeah. Oh, another cool thing Ho Chi Minh's doing. So one thing that kind of sucks, it doesn't bother me that much. Like, some people get way more triggered. You can take a piss anywhere you want. Like, if I had to pee right now, I can pull my bike over and just whip it out and pee. If you've never seen that before, it might really throw you, but I've been to China before, so I mean, you see people taking shit in China in the public. So they're gonna build 330 public restrooms. I think it's their first offering of public restrooms here. So that's a really good idea. Hopefully they all have the bidet. That's a really nice thing here in Vietnam, is that almost every toilet anywhere has a bidet. So they don't really, you don't have too much of a need for toilet paper here. And it allows the bathroom to stay pretty clean because it's like connected on a hose, so you can clean the toilet often. So you don't see like, man, the grossest bathrooms I've ever seen have been in China. Well, I don't even want to think about them. Just like holes in the ground and shit. If you do want to see that, Serpentenza has that on his channel. He's the China guy. If you want to know about China, Serpentenza's your guy. Burning something. Yeah, you can just openly burn shit here as well. It's a big high-rise. More of a traditional Vietnamese style high-rise. So yeah, we're gonna go to Honmon Island. I'm probably saying it completely wrong. And we're gonna do a lot of vlogging there. Be a nice little vacation. The island looks real beautiful. Got a really nice hotel, super cheap. I want to say less than 15 bucks a night, and it's like right on the ocean. Nice bathroom, nice everything. So I'm pretty stoked for that. I gotta make a left here. What the fuck, chick? I almost hit her because she was in a complete need for speed. What a dumb girl. Oh, now she's gonna text, because you gotta, pop off those texts when you gotta stop. So my overall impressions of why are these cars going when it's our turn? That is quite odd. So these all just ran the light instead of waiting a minute. Gotta love Vietnam traffic. So what the hell was I saying? Oh, so what do I think of D7? Not for me. I don't know if I didn't explore it all. Here comes Ninja again on the inside. This chick won't learn until she gets whacked one day. Then she'll learn. You don't pass on the fucking inside wall where there's like a 1-inch gap. Enos, that's pretty good oil. Enos. I used Motul on my bike. It shifts like butter now. Okay, so we gotta take a right here. All gas, no brakes. I could never drive like that here. Ever. It's just not. Maybe when I was a kid. I drove like a complete shithead when I was a kid. I had 1,000cc bikes and I was just rocketing everywhere. So I understand it. I'm just older now and don't want any more motorcycle related injuries, which I have quite a few. I have a bad hip, my left hip. Pretty gone. I need a hip replacement actually, but some days it doesn't hurt, some days it does. Always hurts when I run. Kind of used to it now, so it's not that big a deal. Oh, here's a Westerner joining in on how to drive Vietnamese style. Also, the thing is when you're on a scooter, it's not like a motorcycle. It's not as heavy, and its value isn't as high. So like you kind of throw it around, and it's easy to just give it all gas because they're so slow. So the Western guys way up, they're just cutting through traffic. Taking a walk, smiling. That is one pretty cool thing about Viet women is they tend to just smile at you, which is pretty cool. You don't get that much back in the States. Pretty approachable, actually. Viet dudes are too, especially if you're out in a drinking environment. What else can we talk about? Oh, so yeah, D7, I wouldn't live there. That's not a viable option for me. I don't know what we'll explore next week. I have to reschedule my whole day when I shoot a moto vlog because I have to go do it early. Usually at this time right now, I'd be running my 2.5 miles, and I'd be going to the gym, and then I'd be going for a swim. So I have to kick that all back. I'll probably be swimming in the rain today. That's fine. Shift up the gear so we don't get droned out by the motorbike. What else do we got? So yeah, I'm really hyped to get back to Tokyo. You know, I've been studying my Japanese again. Everybody keeps telling me to learn Viet. Maybe, I don't know. I'll learn what I can from winning. I study a little Viet still every day. So. Car accident. Lemon. That's my new please means please. I understand it pretty well. It's just, for me, the tonal thing's pretty difficult. And Winnie speaks perfect English, so, you know, maybe if she didn't know English that well, I'd really be forced to learn Viet, but I'm fortunate enough she pretty much knows it pretty well. Somebody commented that, you know, it's a bad idea to move to a country where you don't know the language. I mean, not really. If you're good at reading people, you'll be fine. If you're good at body language, I'm real good at body language, so I can usually understand and make my way around any country, no problem, and have meaningful relationships with people there. So. Don't believe all the trolls on the internet, is all I'm saying. My greatest advice for anyone would be never stay in one place. You know, people want to build these lavish lives and, like, you know, really settle down in one spot, pump out kids and have a family real quick. I recommend if you're someone in your 20s and you don't have, you know, a bunch of shit going on, that move, man. Go live in whatever country you think's interesting for a while. And then even maybe move on to another country after that. Never get complacent. You know, just keep on moving. Why not? Check the world out. I regret I waited till I was in my, you know, mid-30s to move out here. I should have moved, you know, much sooner. I could have lived in all kinds. I could have been doing what Harold Balder done 100. That guy thinks honking his horn's gonna give him a pass right away. Insane. No, bro, it's not. Another all gas, all gas, all gas. I know one of these days we'll get actual motorbike crash on camera. I see them all the time. So. Like I said, they usually just pick the bikes up, even if the guy's like bleeding and all fucked up. Pick the bike up and just drive away. That's that. So that's why the numbers, if somebody goes and looks up numbers, starts doing the statistic rhetoric that there's not that many deaths and accidents, because none of them are reported. So. I just like D1 a little bit better. I'm sorry. I like having a bunch of restaurants available and things to go do. And I particularly love living by Japantown because, you know, I like Japanese food. So my favorite restaurant's right there. So now, once I get home, I'll go for a run. I'll go to the gym, then I'll take a swim, and I think I'm gonna make dinner tonight. I think we got some chicken in the freezer that's not expired. So I'll give that a go. Probably chicken and rice, real basic dinner tonight. We're gonna save money the rest of the week till we go on our trip. Heck, I could even eat some ramen tonight. Not a big deal. I like ramen. Is this car stopping? What the fuck, dude? Why are you stopping? Idiot. I don't know why this guy took the sidewalk. Traffic's not congested. So we're looking at the subway project right now. They've been really building up this area on the subway. This piece is going to connect from right here. This piece up here goes over the river. Pretty cool, huh? So I mean, they really did it a pretty advanced design on this subway. I can't wait to see it done. Sounds like Hanoi will have its first line up and running by the end of the year. I think by October almost, I think is what I read. So Hanoi will be the first to have the subway, which doesn't make sense. I don't know why Hanoi was done first, I guess. It should have really been Ho Chi Minh. Traffic isn't as bad in Hanoi and in Da Nang. I thought that was a pretty good vlog. And we didn't get rained on. So hopefully you guys got some valuable information there about visa, travel, stuff like that. I'll do individual videos for these things, but almost had a wreck there. Not me. This guy almost hit this guy. Alright guys, stay frosty. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button and all that jazz. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Everyone have a real good day.